Breathing. Energy started to ramp up about 15 minutes ago. I haven't been that energetically frantic in a while, which usually means like I can feel my people coming in. So I am really, really excited about this. I do hope that my internet holds in there. I made everybody in the house go internet silent. I don't know if that helps, but it makes me feel better knowing I'm doing everything I can. Welcome to the alignment series. I was told by Tuta, the people that help me, the people is anyways. I was told that there was going to be some sort of alignment coming into our lives, and got goosebumps. And this alignment was going to happen, similar to what an eclipse was. And I just feel like this is the most perfect time this weekend to do this. And I have all sorts of things rushing through me right now. I've got emotion. I got a tight throat. I've got goosebumps, waves of it over my back. And like Annie Bear suggested, making sure we're grounded with some black rocks. So if you guys have anything that helps you ground, you might want to put it near you. But Tuta did say that there was going to be this moment with the best way to describe it is when our timelines are they're going to get close to one another, but they won't stay there. It's not going to stay there. So it's going to be like a passing, like an eclipse. And when that happens, my understanding was that the timelines, when they go like this, there's things that we've left for each other, like another JJ in another timeline left something. Oh God, my throat. Mine might be voice related, but something that like a little pocket of time where we can take some things that we left for us. And a good way to say that is also is thinking about what we can give, just kind of being open and being like, for my best and highest good in that other timeline, what can I offer? Yes. For the new people, if you see my eyes blinking, it's my yes and no. I ask a lot of questions in the background when my language is coming through. So if you see my no eye, it may not be no to the question you're asking. It could be like the million questions I'm asking in the background. So that's just a disclosure. Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm having a hard time like typing, talking. So I kind of feel like I just want to go ahead and get this going. First of all, I'm just going to just do a little grounding. Oh, they're showing me poking the holes in the dirt that's been tilled, like it's ready. The soil is ready. It's a little dry, but the soil is ready. And they're poking the finger in for the hole. A great time. Will leave these open for a little bit. Because the seeds that are coming is something that meets us on the other side. Mama ye pa tano ka ishema ye no maka yawanu ishtitai. Yena tano pakonoma ishema yewanui tatana yewa. Something that it feels like something whole. Kutanama ishema kutano shtita, like something meets the other. Kutono no shtita, so it's whole. Kutono no shiwa. Yena tano mama shiwa. They want me to say, they were showing me like how you have dough on one side, and like a turnover, you put it over and tuck it all in. It's like one side meets the other side. That's the best way I can explain it. And today we have Snake. Snake is going to help us. I got my turquoise and my silver, and I have some moonflower seeds. The moonflower seeds wanted to come in. So yeah, we've got all sorts of good things. And then we got good people. And that's not my dog, just to let you know. That's a neighbor's dog. Okay. Yeah, I was seeing the yin and yang symbol too, all one. Yes. Yeah. But I wasn't sure because I was looking at that before. But I'm so glad that you brought it up, because I was like, I don't know if it's because I saw this before or yay. I'm so excited. Okay, so just a little blessing for grounding. Kutama Shamayewa, which is where we started when they showed me the seed holes. Katanuma pako nest, the seed nest. Ipapa anupa yeta ushanamawa kuewa. And they're talking about how there's different things that help people differently for grounding. You wouldn't think that water would be very grounding for some, but they said that, thinking about the reflections off still water can be really cool. As if we're sitting in this still water in the evening. When it's dusk, that perfect time of day. Where you have enough light and you have enough dark. Just imagine sitting on the most perfect rock in the middle of this still water. There might even be a difference in temperature between the air and the water, making a little bit of mist. And other people might like to think about things that are growing, that's grounding, things that have roots. Specifically, they're showing me some type of vine, that actually goes on the arms to help the grounding. But not just the grounding. It's not just water. It's it's like a vessel tool. Like it not only helps like the message skipping across the water, but it enhances it every single time it touches the water. And when the vine is growing around our arms to keep us grounded, it's not just the vine. You've got the roots and you've got the helpers that keep the soil rich. You've got your little creepy crawlers. The ants. And they're reminding me of what Annie Bear said about the ants and how we do owe the ants a lot of gratitude. So we'll bring in that as well. Annie was explaining that there's a lot of help from the ants to come up, even like the smallest thing. So, and they're going along the elements. They're saying fire can be grounding to some because it draws in things. Draws things in for the heat, for the light, for the purification, for the strength of it. Like attracts us like the moth. And it's just so easy to sit there by the fire and stare. And the messages come that way too. Not just fire. You've got your oxygen. You've got the spark. You've got the wood. And some of the rock rocks, kushema yewa nuika, ye tanama yewa nuishtita. And then they're talking about the charcoal that happens, the ash, kipama ushema yewa, and the healing properties of the full cycle. Konomatma ushema pako yewa. It's about the full cycle. Even the water was the raindrop. Pakotano and it went on a journey. Kiama ushema tutonumama ushema yewa. Ye tamaka shewa nui katama yewa. Manui tanaka ushewa. Today's the beginning konotanoshtita of that circle. Palko eshema yama tu titonumama ushema yewa. Maua kiapa shewa yewa. Yena tanokama ushema wa yewa. Kitanuma ushema. They're talking about when the rain falls. Kitonoshtita, that grounds some people. Kitano ashewa ukatana yewa nui. And the same with the other elements. Yepa una ashema yewa nuita. So whatever it is that makes your heart whole. Kutanoka, even if it's a combination. Kitono paka ashema yewa nuita. Call those things in. Kuka noe shiva. Akotano kapayewa. So just call in your favorite things that help you ground or want to work with you today. Kaoshewa. And welcome. Pautitana shekamaye tawa. Calling the children, kaye mashewa. Taye tamashewa ukita. Pushewa ukaye taokaishe. Calling in the winged ones. I see one out my window. Opatana ma'ushewa. Calling in the snake. Ukama ushewa. Help us shed what we need to shed. Patukama shewa. Manui tanaka ushewa nui. Calling in the big black cat. Yetanama ushema kutana mama yewa nuka yewa. Jaguar panther. Panutunoshtita yewa. Pad in tutanoshitano kapa ushema softly. Kutanoshita stealthily. Patunumamashita nuika. Help us see in the dark. Kipapa unama ushema yewa. And calling in the hummingbird, Tutanoshita, the adventurer, Panutanoshita yewa, Yena Tanoka yewa nuishtita, quick adventures. Yepapa kioma ushima yewa uitanashtita yema yewa nuitata. Yeta, help guide us. Yepama ushima yewa. Ayena tanoka nuishtita yewa. And off to the side is the children this time. Titonu mama shimama kyopa ushawa. Ayena nana kyopama upapakunama ushewa yewa. The children, she, makotana pakotana eshewa ye. Anui tano kapa, I feel like they're the star seed. Atutano bako eshe maye. Ayena, and the earth seed. Atito no mama eshe mapako ayewa. Yeta ushtitano katotna ushtewa. Like they each represent kutanoshita, those things that we were talking about. Kumapako eshewa tata namaka eshewa. Yetano kanoshtita, and just calling in tutanoshitano kapayewa, anotano katano ishewa yewa, calling in Mother Earth. Ashewa yewa. Akotano katanoshtita, thank you for your support. Mashewa. Ye tanoshtita, thank you for your nourishment. Ye pano katonoshtita, thank you for being the ground to our dwellings. Titonoshtita yama kotanoshtita, the roads for our cars. Tutano mama ishewa yewa. Yena tanokapa oshewa yewa nuita, and everything you provide for us. Kutanoka. Yeta. Thank you, Mother Earth. Ama papako yewa shewa. Yena tanoka. And with that, we ask the crystal energy, the crystalline energy. Paoka eshema yewa. Pano tano papako pa eshema yewa nuipa. And the water. Kukana mashtita within the earth. Yepapaku nama eshewa yewa. Everyone. Tanamama eshewa yewa. If it is for our best and highest good. Tatatana na eshewa yewa nuita na yewa. And calling the sky people, the star seeds. Atudodono noshti tanoka. Atana yewa. Yewa no papa ku ushima yewa nui tanaka a ashewa. Ye tanama papa kiapa ushima ma o katana. Ye tano pa kushtita. Ye na tama kushtitana ka yema wa yewa. Ye na tama ku ushe mana ka uta ka ushewa. Ye na kuka ye pa wa shema wa. Auto ye shema yewa. Ye tano pa ku ushewa. Thank you. Papa kuka. Yetana Urshimama, Yena Tana Kushtita, and they say that our personal helpers, Yapamno Tano Katana Shtita Yewa, are standing back. Papa Kutano Ushima Yewa, this is a planetary Kutana no Shtita thing first. Yapakana Shtita, but they are here witnessing Kutanama Ushewa. Yetama, O Tana Tanaba, Ushama Kipa Ushima, Yewa, Nui Tatana Katana Shtita. So to make ourselves, how they were showing us where the finger goes in the soil for the seed. Yeah, pama, okatotano papa, they say, how silly, to do the poking. But what we can do, is to act like we're soil to get ready. With all the helpers that we have right here. Kitama shewanui kapaku ashema yewa. So starting with the front part of our body. Au kanui papaku shewa. Yena tana. Tutunumama ishtatana, disturbing the soil. Tutononoshtitanaka. Ye tananananana tanashtita. And this is hiapa shewa yewa in the outside energy of you. Au kaye shewa wa etana shewa wa. Mauka she. Panu papa kuna tanaka she umakuewa shema yewa ishtitano kapa yewa. Yena kitano shtita, getting this part of us ready to receive the tutonoshtita, the things that help us grow. Kunamama urshamama kyupa ma urshema yepahuashiwa, the new seeds that we'll be receiving. Anuka eshenaka ka itanashtitanu kayewa, and going a little deeper. Kuta nashiwa. Yetanama urshema, talking to the skin. Upanu patuka ma urshewa nuita. And they're saying all different types of skin and how it feels. Atukama urshema yewa. Sometimes people will have the tingling. Sometimes the skin doesn't feel. Pako urshema yewa nuika. Yetanama urshema makuka nui tanukapa urshewa. And they say, like, even the burn victim, the ones with the scarring, kumomamoshiwa. Yetama kotana ka ushewa yema toka ushewa. Yena tano katano shtita. Regardless, it's all getting ready. Au kai tau shema wa shewa wa yewa. Relaxing. Can one relax the skin? Ukita, ushama, oka. Dusting us off. Oh, kai shewa yena tao kaye ye tanoshtita. And they're saying the river runs through us. Atu tanoshtita, this beautiful cosmic river. Utana she mpa kuka eshewa ye tano ma oshewa tukana ma eshe maka yewa. So just opening up kanoshtita, like a funnel. Kutanonoshtitai. Panui katanaka. Ye tanoshtita no pakoyawa ye shewa. Ye na tanu kapa oshewa yewa. And they're talking about how the funnel comes down and they're like, how pretty. Kutonoshtita, like a hat or pretty hair. Kitamama, urshamama, ye papa, oka, urshama, yewa. And just allowing kutanoshtita, the cosmic river, pakut ashewa, yewa, the galaxy, kititana toka, urshamawa, yema, tukanoka, yewa, to start flowing in. Just relaxing our the muscles, kutonoshiwa. Mama kuiwa shema tito kanoshtita. And as this cool drink of the cosmic river comes through the middle of us, pa ushiwa, the inside, Shema, o katana, yewa no katana shtita. It feels like how when it first rains and it has that beautiful smell and you know everything's going to be okay. Papa koka yewa. And relaxing the chest, just receiving kokana she. Manui katana, nice and cool. This beautiful elixir, kitano mashtita, from our star people. Mama kyama shewa kwewa. Yetanoma upapakyoma ushewa yuwa. Going down the legs, yatu titana ushema yewa. Helping with any inflammation in the hips, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Tu shimama wakunatawa. Kitana mama ushewa. Speaking of the toes, the feet, untotonoshtita, they want to work on bokononoshtita no ka yewa, the skin, kutanoshtita, that meets the earth, that meets our journey. Kumama ushawa nui. Yetama otama kotanoshtita yewa nui ka. Making sure it is clean right now. Kutanoshtita, energetically clean. They do like dirt on the feet. Patuto, it means you've been somewhere. Papaku shewa. Atuitanama. Ushtatanama kwa shema wa yema wa. And it's almost as if they're doing this light raking on the bottom of our feet, as if there's wet leaves compacted there. And they say that's beautiful too. We love the wet leaves and we love it when they stack upon one another. But they say that we need the skin to be touching the earth for this journey. So just slowly raking away some of the places that we've been. It's not like we haven't been to those places. We have. This is just getting the feet ready for the new journey. Working on the other foot. Mama shewa. Just giving the feet a little hug, a little squeeze. And just saying thank you for bringing us here. Tutama pako eshewa, here and now. Mama yewa shewa, the places. Yepama shewa. Yetomama kota shewa yena. And it's like the heart had to hold on for all those places, those things. And sometimes the feet didn't want to go, but they did. And they're saying sometimes it was sharpness. Like sometimes for some of us, it was like walking on shattered glass. It's like the world, your whole world just crashed down. Panu paku eshewa, and yet still walking. Opa ishema papa kiama eshewa. The feet have carried us many places. Ashema kwa shemawa. Yetanoshtita. They say sometimes we're stuck in a rut. Yapano ka eshewa. Kitanama. Yena tanako eshewa. Are we stuck in the same circle? Kotana pako eshewa. And it's like, oh, there's that again. Kitano moshtita, up, there's that again. Kitano mama shemama wa wa. Ma shema wa wa kiama shewa. And this is what this process is going to be like. Kotano shtita, it is circle like. Upapaka shema ewa nuaka yewa. Yetano shtita, you can think about it as if we are kind of in a rut. Tutano shtita, different from Pakotano shtita, like building up the sides. Yetana ushtita, this is more like a timeline. Kutono no shtita nakayewa. Yena tanu shtita. So we're in this timeline. Kutama ushewa yem pako, like a channel, like the rut. Npa utana pako ushama yewa nui. Yetana pako ushewa, because of where our feet have taken us. Yetana pako ushema kipa pako ushewa. And then when we meet, opapakuna tanoshtita, the other timeline, and that's the best way to describe it for me. You might have a different word, dimension, whatever works for you. But they kiss each other. There's a kissing. And it is Titanoshtita. Pamaku ashema yenuita. the touching, kutanoshita no pa, the kissing, kutana esheba wa kuka, yetama pa eshema yema wa. So getting the feet ready, kunatanoshita for that, pako eshewai yena, and then going up the back part of our energy outside of us. Kuishe, kuishe, kwashe, kwaye, kuishe, kuishe, fluffing it up. Pamama kiawa, yeta, they're like, it's not fluffing. Kinamama, ushema, kiapa, ushewa. This has an Aztec kind of symbol to it. Pakotano shtita, and going to the sides and fluffing up that energy, fluffing the energy above us. Pakotano ma ushema, yewa, nuita, 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 nuita. And they say that the funnel on the top of our head doesn't need to be so open right now because we have received. But as receiving and settling, sometimes we need a little bit of topping off. So instead of a funnel, they're just going to be bringing it up. Patotanoshita, like how a tulip. Patotanoshita still has the opening. Kunamama, ushama, uka. Patutana ushemayewa nuka pa ushemayewa, and just checking in with the skin on the back part of us. It's almost as if we're getting a glow up, this glamour. Like taking away the impurities on the skin level. And on the sides in the head. And they say, good job. And so they're saying, we did the like the rototilling of the energy around us. What a good job. It's so good to do that change up. Some of us have been asking, like the growth, of the jobs, of the love, of the spiritual, connection, and all of it has to do with connection. And that's when we think about the crystalline energy, from Mother Earth area. Well, the stars do. They want to be a part of this as well. Yet everybody's giving their little opinion right now. The snake, the panther's like, but the children that are off the side that came in, the star seeds, they're going to be going around us, and leaving little gifts, little flowers, little trinkets. So feeling the children, and just being still and feeling their gifts, slightly as they drop on the ground around us. Some are crystals. We talked about how the star seeds had the elements represented. So you might feel some of the elementals as well. And nearing the end of the gift giving, Yenata. And as we do feel our feet, our bare feet on the ground in this vision, Kamama Shiva, we just send our love down to our feet, through our feet to them. Tamapako Shiva, Yewa, as if we're phosphorescent, Titanoshtita on the ground, from our feet into them. Pako Pa Shiva. Love and gratitude Titanoshtita for the helpers. Kupapa, kupapa, kupapa. Panukapa Oshimayua. And I'm seeing the children in their patutano eshewa. They say they're still here. Panutana pako eshewa yewanui tanoshtita, like a moth. Kotanoshtita, they'll come out when they feel called. Tatanama pakotna eshewa yewa. Yena, and I see them leaving kotanoshtita in a spiral. Kotanama shema yewa nu katanashtita, reminding us of the DNA strand. Tipapa shema tupa shema yewa nu katanama. Ye panui. Pano papaku eshewanui. And seeing them funneling out. Tutano ko eshewa. Thank you. Papapakona ma eshewa yewa nui papa yewa. Ano tanoma mpako eshewa yewa. Tanoma. So now that the star seed tanotonoshtita yewa seedlings titanoshtita have stepped away temporarily. Kutanoshtita yewa nui. What's being replaced on this side, kutanuma oshimako ashewa yewa, is faith. Faith. Apako ashema yepawa shema yewa nuika yewa. So whatever it is, titonoshtitano kapa oshewa, whether it's the universe, yapako tanoshtita, which whatever faith you have, kutanama oshema pako yewa. And they're like, which book? Patotana Shema Yewa Nui Katana Yewa, the teachings, Yabako Shewa, Yena Tanoshtita, whether it's just light, color, Pao Shewa. We're just inviting faith in Kutano Pako Shewa. And if there's some people, Kitomampako Opa Shema Yewa Nui, who they're not even struggling with this. Yapako na shewa yewanui tanoshtita. It's they just want to give some suggestions to some people. Pano pako ashema yewanui pa. The tree is offering to come in. Kupapako shewa. They're like, we're strong, we're steady. Kutanoshtita, we have the knowledge of the ages. So the tree, any elements can come in too. If that makes this easier. Pako ashema yewanui ka. Putting your faith in nature. Pa tata ko shema yewa. Papa ko ta untanoka. Ye tanoshtita. The next thing they're talking about is putting the faith within us, faith in ourselves. Yapako ana shema yewa noi. Ye tanoka. And for this, they're going to the throat area. We're just gonna do some preparing. Kuna tanoshtita in the throat area. So many times from the beginning of our time to right now, we may not have known the right thing to say. Maybe the words coming out weren't the same as our heart or our mind. Sometimes we forget how to talk soul to soul when we get caught up in these human bodies. Sometimes, yapanu tanoshtita, from the beginning of our time to right now, the words we thought were perfect, pa o tanoshtita, or good, yepa o shewa, or adequate, yetanaka o shewa, they were not received in the way kotanoshtita we were hoping. Kopapa nu pa shewa, which might have made us rethink speaking in that way. Kuma koshe pako tanoshtita. Yenama ko ashema yewa nui pako ka yewa nui. Ma eshema, children, titono tanoshtita. Even if somebody has the opinion, tonoshtita, that the words do not matter, pako ashema yewa, they matter to you. Ano pa ashema yewa nui. Would we ever ask a child that's alone dancing in the sunlight, singing, would we ever ask them to stop? Pakotanoshitayewa noka no ku ishemawa. They're being their fun, true, authentic self. Yapanokanoshtitai. Yena tanoshtita. It's like let the children dance in the sun. Ye tanoshtita, and in the shadow. Kitanoshtita, if that's what nature is telling them to do. Patokomamama ishifwa, if that's what their heart wants. Pakutanoma, and they say the heart is so connected to the words, to the song. Atutanuka ushama ukatanama ushimawa. Some of the words may have hurt people. Some of the words may have inspired people. Kupamama ushima nuita. And some of the words that we do say to ourselves also can inspire us and also hurt us. Manuika, shekanuka tanoka. So just getting the throat ready. Ma utano pako ushewa yiwa. Remembering our soul self. Patupano pako ushema tatanoka ushewa. If we could call in the element, totanoshtita, whether it's the stillness of the water or the tidal wave, or the fire or the wind, tatonoshtitanokayewa, or if the tree is willing to accept, or the ground. What we're going to do is be in our soul self, kitonoshtita, and we're going to practice expanding our energy of this soul self, this inner seed of ourselves, expanding it, pakutanushtita, yetanoshtita, and feeling kunatana yiwa, the uncertainness, the sadness, tatotanoshtita, possibly the abuse, yapano tano tano kayewa, and seeing these energies of our human self, kuma shema yewa nui tanashtita, dancing with our soul self. Yapanuka ye, yes, these things happened. Pautukanu katanoshtita. Yes, some of it sticks with us. Akotanoshtita, planted within us. Katanaka oshamawa. Yeta. Sometimes we need to weed the garden so we can plant new seeds, which is going to be happening. Konatanoshtita, which is what we're preparing for. Manu pato tanoshtita. So as we do this with the soul, kutonoshtita, dancing with the human self, kipama oshimayewa, you find something that's not so awkward, like patotanoshtita, like a balance, yapanoka. Tano tanoshtitano, just the balance, titonoshtitano kapayewa. And the thing about balance is it always teeters this way or it teeters that way, and that gives us room. Pagu tanoshtitanoka. Yena tano kanashti tano iwa. And doing the same, padupaku oshema yena, with the memories, awu shema wa kukanota, how we remember it. Even if people say, kulnatanoshtita, that's not how it happened, kutanoshtita, guess what? That's how it happened in our mind, in our feelings. Hyapa tuta ishewa, from the beginning of our time to right now, kutanoshtita. Yena tanoshtita, doing that same dance, akushima, and they know kunotonoshtitai, that it wasn't just so simple as this exercise. Yama taka oshiwa, yenama hoshiwa, but they say trust it, kunatanoshtita. Yena, see if it lightens a little. Kuka uka ushemawa. Ye tanu mama, ye tanu shtita, the great dance. Yapa tuta oshe uka una tanui, yena, and it's still feeling the pressure of those things because it's just a balance. Yopaku oshe ma yiwanui, it's not an erasing. Kutana, yena tanu shtita. It's like when we pull the weeds from the garden, we don't get all of them. Kato tanu shtita no kapa oshewa. Yetanoshtita. Sometimes we get distracted or we get tired or our back hurts. Yetanoshtita, and we don't get into the root fully. Yetanoshtita, but we're like, that's fine. Kitonomama ushtitanoka yawanui tanoshtita. It's the same as this. Yatuka urshima, 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 urshima yenui katushtita. And we'll go to the heart after, but we want to go panoka urshima okana, to the knees, the things that pano tanoshtita, the bending, kuna tanokatana urshima wa yiwa, giving some love to the knees. Yapano kata ushewa. Yena connected to the legs. Yapako ashewa, hopefully they say jokingly. Kanotonoshti tanoka yewana. Ye tama ashema yewanui. Thinking about the legs. Yapano katotanoshita. And again, sometimes the legs don't work since birth. Atutanoshita, and sometimes the legs don't work with age. Titonoshita, and everything in between. Amantutanaka. Etanatanoshita. They're talking about the youth and the aging, as if it's the train tracks. And they're saying that in between the birthing and the aging, in the senior phase, that we have where the pieces of support in between the two. And they're saying that our knees, our legs, our feet, they're our support. So interesting to think of this body part like that. And we're going up a little higher to the pelvic floor, the thighs, and the hips. Yakanoka, and the lower back, speaking of support. Panuka noshtita. So much happens, Yapanuka oshewa, in the pelvic floor area. It's where we release. It's where we hold things. Sometimes we grow things. And this is where the nutrition ends up. So just looking at our the digestion, Uka Shema Okatuitita Urshema Okatano Eshewa Yenatano Kana Pakotano Urshema Yewanui Yenata. And this might be weird thing to say, Kunatano Shtita, or imagine, but you know how we had the piles of wet leaves on the bottom of our feet? They're saying that's in Tonoka Oshewa, the inside of us. Yemato Kanoshtita as well. Yena Tanoshtita, like the sluggish this, the sluggish that, Pikanama Oshewa Nuika. So doing, instead of the raking, Kupanukato Nashtita, it's the gentle, Kunatanoshtita, taking those layers off. And do those take away the things that we drank and the things we ate? Patotana, no. Katanoshitanoka, just getting ready for the new seeds. Yepa kuka. Yena tanaka oshewa. We did what we did. Panupapako oshewa, and we own it. Mama ko oshewa. From the beginning of our time to now, komama oshema, just cleaning it up for the new beginning. Kotanoshita, for the seeds. Manui ka'a. Katotanoshita, getting some of that leaf sludge out. Upako aeshema okatanowa. Yenatano kashewa. Yenatano kanu papa urshema yewa nui katano kukanatano shtita. Mama ueshemawa yewa, and calling in anything that is cooling to you, whether it's cooling herbs, patotano shtita, water, even soil can be cool. Whatever it is you feel like, try to go in there and clean what we did, clean the residue, cool things off in there for any sort of inflammation that we have. Just use your imagination. Pakota tata. Just taking a time to send love and gratitude to the pelvic floor, the insides of us. And feeling our muscles relax in our legs, our lower back, the places where we've been. And now they want to travel up our spine. Pako aeshema okata, like it's a ladder on either side, like beep, 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 panotato shtitanokai, crawling up the vertebrae. Mama eshema pakotano shtita, these little helpers crawling up our vertebrae. They're there to just just check in with the vertebrae. Packing a few extra things here and there that get a little bit more height in between some that might have collapsed. They even have like a bicycle pump kind of thing. Bringing in a little bit of space in there to help us stand or sit as straight as we can. And going up to the neck area. A lot of tension there, a lot of headaches. They want to do the same thing with the soul self and the neck and the shoulder area and the throat area one more time, and just do this beautiful dance between the soul self and our human selves. Just so we know that we are connected and there is this dance between us. Yamato ishe pato kata yewa oshe mawa yena to ka ma opa oshe mawa yewa nuika. And they say we'll do some more neck work, throat work next time. And they said we'll get to the heart space next time as well. And we'll just be quiet for a little bit and think about the process of the soul self and our human self doing this dance, and seeing if we can just see if the muscles can relax in our body a little bit more. Pakotama pako oshewa. And they say we'll work on the ears and the eyes. Tomorrow. They said good job. And they're just kind of bringing in like the wonderment and the curiosity. But when I said curiosity, they also wanted me to say like cautious, like we are cautious. Before we like jump from a high spot into the water, we're cautious. We're just like, what's there that we can't see? So they do know that. And I just want to thank everybody. And I see Leah says still trying to open up, and I think it's a process, Leah. This is I don't think this is just like a 3-day thing. I think this is a really beautiful way to think about our energy and our connection and learning. So we get to do some learning, and I'm really, really excited to do this with you guys. And thank you for being here. Tomorrow, same time, same place. I know this is a commitment. If you can't make it, there's always the replay. So yeah, this was fun, and thank you. Mwah. Again, if you have anything going on, you could always email me at tutaspeaks@gmail.com. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. You guys could always reach out if this was if you need more grounding or if you need any extra support. Yeah, because I know sometimes when I do the energy stuff or receive it from other people, sometimes I'll have an energetic hangover, and that doesn't feel so great. So I hope you guys are all well, and you hopefully sleep well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.